Let's go save the Jews, oh Esther, let's go save the Jews, oh Mordecai, let's go save the Jews, Achashverosh, Achashverosh. Let's go save the Jews, oh Esther, let's go save the Jews, oh Mordecai, let's go save the Jews, Achashverosh, Achashverosh.
Dateline Persia, Haman plots to kill the Jews. He makes the 13th of Adar the day when all the Jews will die. Esther and Mordecai decide the Jews must fast for 3 days. Esther goes to see King Achashverosh without an appointment. Esther invites King Achashverosh to a party with Haman attending. Meanwhile, Haman makes a 50-foot tree intended for Mordecai. At that first party, Esther invites Achashverosh and Haman to a second party. This time, Esther tells Achashverosh of a plot to kill her people. Achashverosh asks, who is this wicked person who wants to kill the Jews?
So we've been thinking about what the mission is of the social work department, and after much thought, realized that we really haven't been servicing the needs of the faculty as we should have. And in order, I feel, to really address the situation of stress and how to cope with stress, if you start your day with a daily affirmation, look yourself in the mirror, stand in front of the mirror, and say to yourself something that you want to change about yourself, your day, and that could cause a positive turnaround in your life. And it's been proven that if this is done on a consistent basis, that people will see a marked reduction in their stress level.
Today, I will march down to the dean's office, and I'm going to remind my little brother who taught him everything he knows.
Today, I'll pretend like I don't understand their jokes and try a lot harder not to laugh.
Today, I'm going to pretend to get their jokes. And today, I'm going to try really hard to laugh.
Today, I will write my own notes on the board.
Today, I'm going to stop pretending like I don't hear people asking me to buzz them in.
Buzz, please.
Today, a student will actually check out a book from this library. Dewey Decimal Frog.
Today, I will tell the students while I'm actually here.
Today, gym is going to be very, very intense. Whoever sweats first wins.
Go Aces. Go Aces. Go Aces!
Today, I will get up the courage to ask out the red-headed math teacher.
It occurred to me that, and some people had mentioned to me, that today's Tu B'Shvat. Now, I know Tu B'Shvat is Tet Vav B'Shvat. Now, that's the 15th of Shvat. I know there's something to do with trees in Israel. I know there's a lot of planting of trees in Israel. I know we're supposed to eat all these fruits. And the thing that I really remember eating on Tu B'Shvat is the bakser, because I love the bakser.
Oftentimes, mathematics and religion intersect. See Marlene Wasserstrom. Algebra has a story about a team from the Ida Crown Jewish Academy that competes in a world that doesn't always square with its roots.
Against all odds, the Ida Crown Mathletes team persevered. They beat out some top-flight teams to become the first Jewish high school on the 2800 block of Pratt Boulevard, to win a regional championship in the state of Illinois.
I think there's team pride, there's school pride, and I think there's pride amongst the community.
Being able to have that title, the first Jewish team to win regional, is just incredible, and it gives me such pride.
The team's achievements are even more impressive because of the obstacles they've had to overcome. They are modern Orthodox and observe the Jewish Sabbath from Friday at sundown until Saturday at sundown, so they weren't able to compete in regionals during the day, so their coach petitioned the Illinois Mathletic Association, and they moved the regional to Saturday night so Ida Kron could take part.
From our angle, it would add a lot to have us there. They could multiply in size. Not having us there would have subtracted from the overall competition. Once they realized the root of the issue was the only one Saturday competition, they calculated that it wouldn't be such a big deal. They had to make some changes. We knew we had absolute zero chance of them moving state. I mean, come on, we know our limits.
Since they observed the Jewish Sabbath, they had to stay in a hotel for the Sabbath with arranged kosher meals and an actual Torah for Shabbat. So another challenge came in sharpening their pencils right after sundown.
It's really tough because a big part of just getting to the match is making sure that your pencils are sharp enough. I had to look at my pencils without touching them all day to make sure they weren't getting too dull. And on Shabbat, I couldn't use a pencil sharpener, even a manual one.
I actually didn't know if the batteries in my calculator had power or not for 24 hours, so it was very stressful. I didn't know if I would need one new battery, two new batteries, or none at all.
I've had a few kids that maybe could have qualified for state, and there's a little bit of chagrin, but they're comfortable with that. I mean, they're Orthodox Jews. They're used to living with restrictions.
It would be nice if we could get there to compute in state, but we can't have everything, and I accept that because Mrs. Wasserstrom told me that the administration will back me on that.
Mazel tov.
We must continue to scrutinize the budgets at all federal agencies so we can put an end to this type of wasteful spending once and for all.
You know, this iPad is just great. I'm able to develop relationships with kids like I never had before. I can look right now, look, the lower level, south entrance. He's coming in. Let me see exactly who it is. Oh, that's nice. I'm glad he's visiting us today. You know what, let me just take this iPad with me. Let me show you what's going on. Come on. Mrs. Weinkrantz, when Sarah comes in, please remember to tell her that I wished her a Gesundheit. She was sneezing right outside your room. Have a good day. Mrs. Yitzchak, before you continue, if you just give me a second, could you also mention to Shelby, by the way, I was watching in the hallways, tell her I also like One Tree Hill. It's a great show. Bye-bye.
Jewish pride keeps you going strong, makes our people last real long. So don't ignore what comes from inside, let it grow, cause it's Jewish pride.
Any pedagogical platform which promotes purposeful oral-based aptitude is profitable from a pupil-oriented perspective. Perspicacious educators proactively elicit optimum performance to achieve formative appraisal without paternalistic patents. Ergo, ne est c'est pas, no more.
Cause I ain't no fool. Ask me anything you want to, but I will repeat. I say being Jewish makes the groove to the beat. Got a son who's a doctor, a daughter who's a lawyer. My wife teaches English and reads Tom Sawyer. Each morning I sit at my breakfast table, eat the filter fish with the lox and bagels. I'm a Jewish man, been all over the map. That's why I'm singing this Jewish rap. You see, I've been rapping since the age of 3 when my homeboys rocked across the Red Sea.
Okay, can you translate that line for me? No? You don't know what Tanu Rabbanan means and you want to move into Morenu Varabanenu Zaharav Keller's Shlita Shiur next year? The toughest, most challenging shiur in the school? Those guys steig for 3 periods a day. If you don't understand Tanu Rabbanan, how will you understand Tosfos, Rush, Ran, or Riv? I don't know how I could possibly give you a passing grade on this Bachenan in good conscience. You should at least know the Gemara, so let me read it for you properly. Tanu Rabbanan, Hayu Alafanav, Meine Ochlin, Borer, Vachel, Bore, Omeniach, Velo Yivor, Veim, Berev, Chayav, Chatat. And that's how a Bachar should steig.
Achashverosh, 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 Achashverosh. Achashverosh, 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 Achashverosh. Let's call.
I
Yeah.
don't trust you guys.
Yeah.
This is going to just be looking at me the whole time, huh? Okay. One Tree Hill?
Yeah.
You sure I'm not going to edit this one out at the end of it?